Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I am a 21-year-old student living with my parents in the Netherlands. I am currently in the third year out of my 4-year study program and I'm very interested in the FIRE movement and I would like to take part in that when I graduate the next year. So for that reason I'm already using the cash envelopes and sinking fund system, so I already know what it's all about. The first thing I'm going to do is to fill out this spent column. This is the amount that I spent since the last stuffing, so the stuffing video from Monday. So for public transport I did not spend anything. I didn't spend anything for travel, not for house, not for school, for shoes, for clothes and for books as well. So that means I can fill in this remaining column as well. So for public transport I should have 10 euros remaining. For travel it will be 24. For house 17, for school 42, for shoes it will be 17 as well, for clothes it will be 74 euros and for books I will have 12 euros remaining. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the sinking funds. So for phone I did not spend anything for laptop, not for courses, for New York and for car as well. That means that the remaining column is the exact same as the total column again, so it will be 33 for phone, 20 for laptop, courses will still be at 34, New York at 16 euros and finally car will be at 59. Now that I filled in the budget sheet from the previous stuffing, I'm going to move on to the one for this stuffing video. So I'm going to fill in what I budget for each of these categories. For public transport I do not budget anything because I still have 50 euros on my card and 10 euros in cash, and I think 60 euros is enough for now as we cannot travel anywhere. So I will budget 0 for public transport. Travel, kind of the same story, I'm only stuffing 1 euro because we cannot travel anywhere in the near future. So house will be getting 2 euros, school will be getting 1, shoes will be getting 1, clothes will be getting 1 as well, and books is going to get 3 euros. Now I can fill in the total column again. So for public transport it will still be 10, travel will be at 25 euros, house will be at 19, school will be at 43, shoes will be at 18 euros, clothes will be at 75, and finally books will be at 15 euros. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing for the sinking funds. So for phone I budget 2 euros, for laptop I budget 1 euro, courses will be getting 3 euros, New York will be getting 1, and finally car will be getting 4 euros. So I will fill in the total column again. Phone will be at 35 euros, laptop will be at 21, courses will be at 37, New York will be at 17, and finally car will be at 63 euros. Now I'm going to move on to the stuffing part of this video. As you can see, there are only coins. In Europe, euros, they don't come in like euro bills. They only come from 5 euros or higher. And even the 5 euros in the Netherlands, the 5 euro bill, we cannot get them from the ATM. So it goes from 10 euros or higher. So if you want to have a 5 euro bill, you have to exchange it in the store, which is very difficult right now because of the virus, of course. I'm going to start off with the cash envelopes. So the first one is public transport, and as I said before, I have a maximum amount of 10 euros which I want to have. Next up is travel, and it should be at 24. I'm going to add 1 euro, so it becomes 25 euros. Next up is house, and it should be at 17 euros. And I'm going to add 2 euros, so it becomes 19 euros. Next up is school, and I'm going to add, it should be at 42 euros, and I'm going to add 1 euro, so it becomes 43. Next up is shoes, and I should have 17 euros, and I'm going to add 1, so it becomes 18 euros. Next up is clothes, and it should be at 74, and I'm going to add €1 so it becomes 75. And finally the last cash envelope is books, and it should be at 12, and I'm going to add a 3 so it should become €15. That was it for the cash envelopes. Now I'm going to move on to the sinking funds. So phone should be at €33, and I'm going to add €2 so it becomes 35. Next up is a laptop, and it should be at €20. And I'm going to add 1 so it becomes 21. Next up is courses, and it should be at €34. And I'm going to add 3 so it becomes 37. Next up is New York, and it should be at €16. I'm going to add 1 so it becomes 17. And finally the last sinking fund envelope is for car, and it should be at 59, and I'm going to add €4. And that will total out to be €63. Now it's time to have a look at the sinking funds and cash envelopes trackers or goals. As you can see, I already finished the first goal of having €80 before June 1st. Each square represents €10, and I filled in all the squares already. The same thing applies to the school. Each square represents €5. 8 times 5 is €40, and I already accomplished that a few weeks ago as well. Next up is phone, and I'm at €35. As you can see, each square represents €25, so I can only fill in 1 square. Next up is laptop, and it has €21, and as you can see, each square represents 50, so I cannot fill in a square yet. And finally, for courses, we are at €37, and each square represents 10. That means that probably the next stuffing video I can fill in another square for courses. That was it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you think I can improve anything, please leave a comment, or you want to comment something else, that's also fine. And finally, if you want to see more content like this on stuffing cash envelopes and sinking funds, and to see me reach my goals that I set for myself, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.